We're going right outside of Vincennes, which is on the state line, right? Illinois and Indiana. Construction date was 1897. It was redone in 1924. Main span length is 235 feet. Structure length is 1,441 feet. I don't know what 16 approach spans mean. 1 main span and 16 approach spans. I don't know what that means. This is interesting. It says, this bridge is the most unusual historic bridge, both because of the large multi-span structure is composed of spans from 3 different dates, and also because its conservation of traffic, originally a railroad bridge. The railroad company did not engage in wholesale demolition and replace of the bridge at that given time, but rather replace individual spans as needed. As much spans on the bridge date in 1897, 1904, and 1924. Later in the 20th century, the bridge was abandoned by the railroad. The bridge did then, at the later, found an uncommon way. A farmer named Frank Stengel bought the bridge in 1970 and opened it for traffic as a toll bridge. What is interesting is very minimal changes were made to the bridge by this private owner. The railroad ties were left in place. The running planks for the cars were simply put in place. The rails were removed from the deck but did not leave for the bridge, since the guardrail that was added to the bridge uses the railroad rails. In 1955 and 1995, the bridge apparently was sold to the city. The state of Illinois in 2009, who claims they will maintain the bridge and keep it open. It does have a lot of history. Really cool.
So is the song
The Cannonball song, bridge song?
Wabash Cannonball by Roy Rogers?
Was it Roy Rogers?
A bunch of people sang. I think Roy Rogers is the first one. Does that tie to this bridge?
Yes, it's about the Wabash Bridge.
Wabash Cannonball?
Uh-huh. So they made that song. I did watch that on Facebook or YouTube the other day, and it was an old video, but it was really cool.
Have this bridge on?
No, it was just the group singing in a bar or something somewhere.
So this is just I don't know, 5 or 6 miles outside of
Vincennes?
Southwest of Vincennes. back there. Battery went dead on us right before we got to the turn. Thought we was gonna make it, but there's a big sign back there that says Cannonball.
Did it say Cannonball Bridge or Cannonball?
Cannonball Bridge.
I thought we were farther away than this to that last town where I said Mexican, and I thought we had more to go.
Vincennes.
Yeah. Look how high that water is. That's definitely up. Almost over the bank over here. It's definitely up. Brr.
Smell the oil.
That's cool. Hawkins, are you trying to freeze me?
Get some air.
It smells like oil. Look how muddy that is out there.
You see the levee for the Wabash.
What's this road? Hood's Road. Okay, yes. We are coming upon the bridge. You see this old bridge? Super cool. And I love the sound of going over it. So as we said, this is the Wabash Cannonball Bridge. It's also known as the Stengel Bridge, which the Stengel last name was of the farmer that bought this bridge in 1970. This bridge was completed 3 different times. Originally, it was 1897, then again in 1904, then again in 1924, and the railroad owned it, abandoned it, and a farmer that owned the property around it, Mr. Stengel, bought it. And then he sold it back in, I think they said 2004, to the state of Illinois, although this is kind of on the Indiana and Illinois border. Illinois bought it and promised to maintain it and keep it, but that farmer opened it up to traffic and started having a toll on this road so people could go across it, but they had to pay, which helped take care of the maintenance.
Alright, there's the Cannonball. Are you coming? We have a car coming way down there. It looks like the river is up. There's Bentley.
Oh, that water's high, isn't it? Is that over
So, so there's the old railroad tracks they took up.
Well, we can't walk across that if cars are going to be on it.
Oh.
old bridge. It is truly amazing. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Bentley, what you think? What you think, buddy? You can't go too far because the car comes across. We're gonna be screwed.
What are you gonna do if a train comes?
Well,
Looks like there's been a couple of buggies down here running around. Beam is massive. Yeah, there's been something down in there running around. We should have brought our buggy. Cool. Still amazing how they just built stuff back in the day. We was wanting to come down when all that ice was out, coming down the river. You can see a little bit of that ice over there still. If you can see my headlights way over there.
So we're about ready to cross this beautiful bridge. The water's up really high. We've had lots of rain, and We haven't been here in about 7 years, so I'm so excited to be back. It's one of my favorite places to come to. When John asked me where I wanted to go, I said, that bridge! And he knew which one I was talking about. So listen to the sounds of going over this bridge. Look at the bridge. It's amazing. But it used to be for trains. Then it became for cars. I can imagine this bridge cost a little bit of money. And if there's nobody behind us, I'm going to ask him to stop up here and just let us look around a little bit. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Anybody behind us?
See, if you got me that train horn for Christmas, we could be blowing a train horn right now.
Woo woo! Can you stop? Woo woo! Did I sound like a train?
Nope.
Oh. Okay, look how high this water is. And I'm going to try to get the bridge a little bit more. So there's the top. I'm looking all the way up. Going to bring you down, show you this beautiful bridge. He's got some shots on the ground too that I can't wait to see myself because I did not go down there. It's really slick and wet and muddy right now. Isn't this beautiful? I'm going to try to get some of that water over there.
That could be a little bit more ice in that water, but
Yeah.
coming down from north, but
It does look like a
we really
wonderful
see.
ice. Look at all that debris down there.
I shot this over. I thought it was ice, but I think it's plastic.
Oh, it is plastic. There's a bunch of trash and stuff in here, in this, with wood and trees and I don't know, maybe they've had a tornado come through here, maybe this is just dropped debris that's landed in the water, but clearly that's all been stacked.
They cleaned it out when that drought was last year, but
Yeah.
in there to work.
So cool. Isn't that neat?
I don't remember the town name we currently come into, the little town. Remember that?
No. Okay, my hand is frozen. I've risked it all for this video. My hand. Woo! I might keep this off for a little bit.
Oh, they've been down there doing a little bit of work. Cleaning and clearing.
Is the toll bridge gone? Where's the little toll?
That's on the other side of this.
I thought so. One lane bridge. Okay, I'm gonna stick my hand out here again. Is this more of the same wooden like?
Yep.
He don't like it when I say wooden because it's not wooden, but it has a different feel to it. See that? Where the old railroad was. You can hear it all popping. The bad thing is when I started walking across a little bit back there, there's a bunch of big screws and nuts and bolts and stuff. Several of them were out. I mean, that could be a tire popper. Like they were coming out of the wood. That's not good. So hopefully that pop is not our tires.
They've been down there doing some maintenance on it.
So cool. And think of this in the 1800s. A lot of work. A lot of work. stacks of logs by the water back there and a bunch of trees and stuff in the water.
Yeah,
So I think they are logging.
they're more cutting out there, cleaning it up.
Maybe they're just clearing the waterways.
Probably.
Yeah, but there's all the trees. You can see all the little stumps down. So they've been doing a lot of logging down here at the stumps. I'll see the stumps there. All around the water. So I'm going to say they're clearing out the trees from the waterway. Probably making sure there's no debris and stuff going to fall and create water problems. Somebody has a... Aw.
Like
There's a
the
baby
town.
cemetery right there. Oh yes, this is an adorable town. Historic of St. Francisville. He brought me down here last time, and wasn't there an old house? So up in front of this is the tow road for that bridge. I don't even know if it's still in operation because Illinois owns it. But I think it has to be, because last time we were just here 7 years ago and it was already owned by the state of Illinois then.
Bought it in the 70s, didn't he?
But he sold it to, somebody sold it to Illinois back in 2004.